I heard the explosion sound, and I came running out, and I heard it, and I'm looking at the garage. It is collapsed.
This was the 911 call from a year ago when the parking garage at Ascension St. Vincent in Riverside collapsed. A crew from Jacksonville Fire Station 10 arrived first, and they immediately jumped into action to see if anyone was trapped beneath the rubble. Thankfully, no one was hurt. And tonight, we're hearing from the firefighters who were first on the scene. Our Riley Phillips has that story.
This collapse happened right down the road from Jacksonville Fire Station 10. It started as a normal day for many of the firefighters on shift, but when they got the call, they quickly jumped into action, not knowing what they were going to find in that garage.
It's condemned.
A mess of concrete and cars.
You could feel it creaking and popping.
And the fact that nobody was in their cars or walking through is nonetheless a miracle.
It was a busy time of day for Ascension St. Vincent's Riverside, a Tuesday afternoon. Dozens of cars were parked in the garage at the time.
If it had been the next concrete section over, it'd have been 15 cars versus 3.
Obviously somebody had come out and opened their car and then went back in, and it's just a obscene stroke of luck that they weren't there.
Justin Vincent and Jake Blanton were first on scene. Immediately, their training kicked in. Vincent took command first, assessing the damage and figuring out if anyone was trapped.
Kind of one of those scenarios where you don't know how compromised the second floor was with the third floor falling on top of it. So we were going up there to make an initial investigation, and I kind of stopped the whole rush. Everybody wants to help and do something, and I started thinking about, how compromised is that second floor.
As more personnel arrived, the men were able to focus on more specific jobs.
While we're trying to see if there's any victims that we can immediately grab, command is getting all kinds of different crews, because we have so many people responding, to help evacuate places, make a collapse zone.
After a thorough search, they were able to give good news. No one was hurt. 1 year later, they're reflecting on that day, grateful for the lessons they learned.
We get tunnel vision a lot of times as firefighters. We have one specific job: either go rescue somebody, go put out a fire, go help somebody that's in need. So it's good to see the scene, take a step back, say, hold on, let's make sure none of us are going to get hurt in this process, and actually make sure we do a good job.
But the magnitude of the dangers they faced does not escape them. Still, they say, it's all part of the job.
We always have fear of, is something going to go wrong? But part of the job is being able to put that to the side and figure out the safest way to do something that you can get the job done. And so that's what we were just trying to do.
It took over a month for all the cars to be removed from the garage. Officials originally believed it was a structural issue that caused the collapse. Riley Phillips, First Coast News, on your side.
New at 5, we're on your side tonight looking at school safety in Florida following threats and student arrests